Bartlett Lake this morning. Welcome to the video Fishing with Gary. Today we're going to show you a technique that comes from Japan, and a lot of people don't fish this. There's very few that fish this technique, but it's a fun way to fish. And it's called flick shake. So basically it's just a hook, a little sinker attached to it, tied on, and a worm rigged wacky style. Now I'm fishing this on a little Fenwick rod, very light, 6-pound test line. And that's what makes it fun about this. When you catch one, they really pull on this, and it can be fun reeling it in and set. So you basically got to make sure your drag is loose. By that, that's that. So today we're going to talk about, flick shaking, how to catch the fish with flick shaking, and all the rest of the stuff that goes with it, the line, the pole. I'm using just regular monofilament, and I think this is 4-pound test, and it's Bass Pro Shop brand XPS, which is very light, very thin. We're down at the dam at the Bartlett, so the water is clear here. Later on, we're going to work our way up, and the water's going to be dirty. But flick shaking needs some clear water because the bass have to see the lure, more or less. They can feel it in dirty water, but it's good that they can see it. Remember, a bass's eyes is 5 times greater than ours. So if I can see 4 feet down, he can see 20 feet across. So that's what's good about it. So every time you use this, this technique, we're going that he's gonna see it. So we're just gonna go along the bank where you can see that what we're looking at here, the lake's down 50%, and we're just gonna go along the rocks and start just working these little coves along the sand. It's mid-March out here, March 16th, 17th, and the water is supposed to get up to 90 degrees today. We got a little heat wave coming through, so it's perfect. The fish are just moving up. They're starting to go on beds. So hopefully we'll catch some with this technique, and I know it'll work because I've used it before. So let's zoom across here, and we'll start our fishing, and we'll talk while we're going. We found some fish here, so we're just trying to see if we can get them to bite. It's the downfall of the flick shake with that little tiny 1/16 ounce weight. It just takes a while to get down there, when we're trying a robo worm now, a little robo worm like this. So we'll see if that works because they're hitting red. So we'll just go with that, and I'll drag it back down there and see if I can't get them to hit this flick shake. Just let it sink down 10, 12, 15 feet. I could put a heavier one on, but on these little robo worms, that little light head does good. I have a heavier one I could use with a 1/8, and I have a Cinco on it, and I could pick that up and try that too. That might work. All right, here we go, folks. Little old Fenwick rod, little 4-pound test. We got us a nice fish on a flick shake. Coming in. It's just fun when you catch a fish like this caliber on a little hook. I might have to kind of halfway get that up like this. So you can see that even the flick shake takes them in the top of the lip. So, boy, yeah, okay. So we're gonna just let that little baby go. Here we go. Let's see if it'll come up and jump. Yep. Oh, no. He didn't do it. Sometimes if I jiggle it 1, 2, 3 and I just let it sit on the bottom, sometimes I'll pick it up and then go back to the bottom. Oh, just felt a little tick. There he is. There he is. Here he comes. Boy. All right, come on. I think you're tired out by now. Come on. Oh, one little jump and that's it. Okay, there he goes. All right. Oh boy, here's some more right here. Drop it back down. Whole bunch of them down there now, about 4 or 5 more. Let it go down. 10 foot of water, 11 foot of water. Let it sink, all the way in the bottom, because that's where they're at. Very effective way to catch them, especially if you're not catching them on no other method. Works real good in cold weather when they're not biting. Got another one. Good old flick shake. Boy, sometimes this is one of the best here he comes. Nice little bass. They're just fun to catch because this rod is so light. Let's kind of just one little action, get him up here. Saved our worm this time, so I'm just using a red crawler and then just pop that out. Pretty nice, huh? Look at that. Not huge fish, but you know what? They're fun to catch. And if you got any kids or grandkids or daughters or somebody that's new to fishing, it's a really good way to do this. So, you know, I'm just throwing it out, letting it hit the bottom, whether it's in 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet. You know, I'm a long ways from the shore, so I'm fishing a lot deeper than normal. I just happen to look on my graph and see all these fish here. So that's why we're stopping right here, you know, and fishing this. And we've caught a couple off of this already. So, but I'm just letting it go to the bottom, and that's the hard part with a 1/16 ounce weight, you know. So I let it go down, and I'll show you. All I do is just go like 1, 2, and then I let it sink. 1, 2. Now this bait here works in the wintertime real good. So when you're not catching any fish at all, you know, I placed 4th at Opal Lake a month ago, and nobody was catching fish. The fish weren't on the beds or nothing. And boy, this bait was working real good. I was using a flick shake worm, which is, I'll bring it up here and show you. It's a Bass Pro Shop. And watermelon candy actually works good, but at this lake, the reds are working good. The red worms, like red crawler. Morning dawn would work here too, like this. In fact, when I lose this, I'm gonna try a morning dawn, because the water is a lot dirtier here than it is up at the dam where we started. So we'll just wind that up and we'll just throw that right out there. Keep it close to the boat. See what happens. You can always tell because your line is slack, you know, as it's sinking. And with 4-pound test line, 4 or 6, you know, and I'm using monofilament too. I'm not using fluorocarbon on this. I just happen to have this set up with 4-pound. And I just keep using it all the time, just as a flick shake rod, because it's so light. And I use 1/32, 1/16, 1/32 heads. If you're fishing right on the bank, which we could, then, you know, a 1/32 would be good, but I put a 1/16 on it today. I have one with a 1/8, and maybe I'll pick that up just for the heck of it. Let's see if I catch one here. If not, I might pick up my bigger head with a big Yamamoto on it and throw it out and see if they'll eat that. They might. Got another one, folks. Ooh, nice one too. Look at this. This is a nice one. Whoa, 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 whoa. These little light action rods, boy, I tell you, they do it to you. All right. I don't know if I can lift this in or not. I think he's done. Oh, that's strong line, that monofilament XPS Bass Pro Shop line. How about that one? That's a good one. All right, let's let that baby go. Oh, he's not. I'm going back up there because I had 2 bites, caught one. It's dirty water here, so he was close to the bank. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get another one. Sometimes, like I said, there might be 4 or 5. If you can get one to bite, then another one will bite, then another one will bite. So let's try it and see what happens. I'm heading up there.
Nice.
That's a nice one. These are big fish over here. That sucker ate my worm. There we go. Flick shake. Flick shake worm fish. Nice fish too. This is a perfect place to fish, you know, when you're coming inside coves and stuff, is right off the rocks here. Sometimes these fish will just hang like a magnet off these rocks. Especially if you have sand on each side, it's a real good area to catch fish. So we're just gonna try this here for a little bit. I see a lot of fish on the graph. There's my bite. Come on back here. Oh boy. Another nice little bass. Let's let him go. I had a little flick shake worm here. There it is. Boy, they're just stacked up right here, right underneath me. My gosh. Right off the shore here. All right, I'm gonna back up here so I can not on top of them. I always like to stay back a ways. Doesn't have to be a ton, but especially if the wind's blowing and stuff, you can get back over here. There's another one. Oh boy. Holy mackerel. Oh boy. Whoa. And my drag set quite a bit. This guy's might be a little bit, oh, he's nice fish. Come on, baby. I may have to get a little closer for this one. He's pretty lively. Come on. Oh boy. Boy, nice fish. Just hooked right in the top. Boy, this just can be a blast, you know. When you're out here just fishing ultralight like this. You know, better not mess around too much because those fish are biting. Just like we got on that bite over at the other place. They're down there. That's one thing with light line like this, you need to always have that drag set kind of loose because you never know if you're going to get a 3 or 4 pounder on there, you know. These little ones are 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, they pull hard enough. So I let it go down, and let that thing sink. I pulled it out a little bit, then a couple little jiggles, then let that thing go back down again. I put a different worm on. I put a Bass Pro Shop Flick Shake worm on now. So let's reel it back up. Once it gets to the boat, you know, I generally don't just sit there and you know, I throw that bait right back up there where we were catching them. Key is letting it sink to the bottom. That's the whole key behind this flick shake. And you really don't, I've been fishing this all day and I haven't lost one hook and weight at all. You just kind of, it's just that the line keeps it facing upwards so that you don't get stuck too much. Every once in a while you do, but not too often. There's some fish out here in 15, 16 that I'm trying to catch. The other ones were a little bit further down. I can just keep letting line out. As soon as that line goes slack like that, now I'm on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. I'm right over, there's a bite. Got him. Right over the top of him. He is 16 feet deep, so he's just a little bit. He's trying to shake it loose, isn't he? You know? Let's just lift him in here. Well, that's a fatty. That one's a little bit deeper. I wonder if that could be like a little pre-spawn fish, you know? Nah, he looks like a little male. He's pretty thin. So we'll just release him. There's a bite. Got him. You on? Here's another one. Oh boy. These little rods. Holy mackerel. They are fun. You can't hoist these in, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's just bending this thing over. He's not really that big, you know, he's at least 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds. And I can't flip him in because the rod's real light, but I can just grab him like this and just put him in like this. So just a nice little chunk. And I know by throwing him in like that, you know, he's gonna probably go down and tell his buddies. You know, if you pitch these things and you hold them above the weight, you can just sit there and just pitch them right on up to the bank. Right now we're just bouncing. I've left that point. I'm just kind of coming along here because there's a lot of nice rock here. Uh-oh. Nope. Guess what? I lost it. I had a bite and I lost it. Oh. Can't believe that. Just came off. I felt him. He was on there for a minute. And just came off. Sometimes you wonder how they do that, but sometimes they might grab part of that worm, you know, and they don't get the whole thing sucked in their mouth. Or when you go to pull it out and you go to set it, it just kind of comes flying out. Remember, when it's on the bottom, you just 1, 2, 3, real light, you know. Whoop, there's a bounce. Okay, he's on. Third little bounce, he took it. Sometimes they take it as you flick it up, and sometimes they take it as you drop it back down. Come on, guy. This one isn't as big, but you know, when you got 4-pound test on and a light rod, they all feel good. Let's try flipping him in. Oh, he's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's let that little guy go. There he goes. All right, here we go. Try for another one. Always let it go straight to the bottom. Always, right away. Don't try pulling it or jiggling it. Just take it out, pop it to the bottom. All right, So what I'm doing is trying to get it up to 8 foot and then work it back out. Because I did see a bunch at 8, 9, 10 foot. So it's on the bottom. Oh shoot. Ah, just missed it. That was a quick one. He may have just grabbed the worm, you know. Oh, yeah, let it go to the bottom. 1, 2. 1. There he is. He came back and got it. Ooh, he's a lively one. There he is. Nice fish, huh? Look at that. Really beautiful. As soon as he gets tired enough, lead him back this way. And then we're gonna go and just, whoa, pull him right up. There we are. Out on the top, all of them are right there in the very top. They all get caught right there when I hook them. But with this light rod, boy, pretty colors, man. All right, head first. All right, let's see if I can get another one. Huh. I haven't, I put a Flick Shake worm on, just the Bass Pro Shop watermelon candy. So, kind of going into the sun. So, I'll get back out there and see if we can hook another one. I don't know how many we've caught off this point. 5, 6? It's been good to us. Well, when I get back on the graph, I'll show you, let the cameraman look at the graph. Right now, it's pretty bare. But as soon as I find them again, I'll just kind of get out from a little ways and then work it down. The last ones I've been catching have been closer to the point over there. So I'll cast over that way. Just a fun way of fishing, you know. It's not a fun way of fishing in the tournament, but at Saguaro last month, I used this exact same method. So out of 35 boats, I took 4th place doing this. So that wasn't too bad.